We have cops that are murdering people.
Wouldn't you love to see one of these NFL owners, when somebody disrespects our flag,
was later lifted to taking a knee,
to say, get that son of a bitch off the field right now, out, he's fired.
If there were to be a Hall of Fame for invoking white supremacy through the office of the presidency, Donald Trump would be a self-anointed winner for his winning tactics.
The people of Missouri cannot stand all this winning. They don't want to win so much.
With knowledge, my friends, comes cynicism as well. NFL owners like Jerry Jones of the Cowboys, Jimmy Haslam of the Browns, Stan Kroenke of the Rams, Robert Kraft of the Patriots, Woody Johnson of the Jets, the Glazers, Dan Snyder, Shad Khan, donated to Donald Trump's presidency. Trump, a proud racist with direct ties to white nationalism, followed orders from the Daily Stormer, who invoked Colin's race in a headline and demanded he be deported.
I think it's a terrible thing. And, maybe you should find a country that works better for him. Let him try. It won't happen.
The Daily Stormer, a website devoted to supporting Nazi ideology, gloated of their influence. And guess who shared his comments on that as well? The NFL's own website, as in NFL.com. This serves as an important pillar in this story, Trump's influence. Speaking at a rally, Trump said
that NFL owners don't want to pick him up because they don't want to get a nasty tweet from Donald Trump. Do you believe that?
The president is gloating of his imprint on the hierarchy of NFL owners to intimidate the business of football and tarnish the First Amendment. One day prior to these comments, on March 19, 2017, Robert Kraft flew on Air Force One with Trump. Kaepernick's attorneys in his collusion case against the NFL likely asked Kraft about whether he and Trump had discussed Kaepernick on Air Force One. Trump fired his warning shot when he tweeted, "Why is the NFL getting massive tax breaks while at the same time disrespecting our anthem, flag, and country? Change tax law." The key element to the collusion case, per legal analyst Michael McCann, was that owners were fearful about the capacity and the willingness of President Donald Trump, an ardent critic of Kaepernick and of other players who kneel during the anthem, to damage the league's business and legal interests. Business interests. The fundamental initiative to deepen every owner's pockets. This is where Trump plays a key role.
Well, what was going on Capitol Hill is that the owners, the NFL owners, were trying to get involved with that, where they were trying to get a percentage of, the bets and all of this other stuff that was going on. Forgive me, I don't have all this information.
Over and above fantasy.
Right, over and above fantasy. So what happens is we're talking billions. Well, guess what? In order for that to happen, you need Congress to sign off on it, and you need the president to sign off on it. What you don't need is the president turning his attention towards you and going against you just because he don't like you.
So unbelievably important. The NFL knows it needs the United States government's approval to pass gambling legislation. Thus, they sided with Trump, complicitly targeting the ire of the president to get a deal done. As I've said, always follow the money. Hand in hand, a potential comprehension of Cap's collusion settlement could be linked to proving his case through texts sent among GMs or through emails sent among owners, sparked by Trump's comments, to the extent those comments led owners to talk about not signing Kaepernick. The New York Times reported that in a closed-door meeting, the owners were intent on finding a way to avoid Trump's continued criticism. Trump even called for a policy for all players to stand for the national anthem.
You have to stand proudly for the national anthem. Well, you shouldn't be playing. You shouldn't be there. Maybe you shouldn't be in the country.
The NFL nearly decreed that season. Trump continued abusing his power of office to attack Kaepernick.
Get that son of a bitch off the field right now, out, he's fired.
Recall, the anthem issue is a farce. When Donald Trump was an owner of the USFL's New Jersey Generals, he could care less about the heritage of the national anthem, often yelling at employees, taking meetings, or making phone calls. Jerry Jones, who always knows where the camera is when giving off the illusion he cares about taking a knee, also disrespects the anthem by not removing his cap. They think there might be protests, or President Donald Trump will tweet about the team. At the end of the day, Donald Trump does not give a lick about football. He cares about dollars, his main driving force by any means necessary. The office of the presidency benefits himself and his businesses. Politicians stay at his resorts, taxpayer dollars go back into his bank accounts. and the American people are continually robbed by a racist, crooked businessman. The national anthem is just another talking point, hijacked by a man with no morals, rather targets, and us, as a society, are just within shooting range. If you'd like to hear more thought-provoking content like TYT Sports on Facebook and to help in my journey to keep media independent, go to tyt.com/Rick.